Hey everybody, it's Sonjdradeluxe. I'm here to do a start to finish makeup tutorial. I don't really have eyebrows and my skin is a lot lighter than my face, so I'm going to show you how to get the whole look today. Highlight, contour, brows, soft smoky plum eye, and fresh pink lips. So first, I'm going to use the Gleam by Melanie Mills. This is the color Rose Gold, and I'm going to do it all over just to kind of blur the skin as well as add a little bit of radiance. As you can see, just that alone makes your skin look banging, and if I could, I would walk out the house like that. Next, with my NW43 Prolong Wear Foundation, this is 15-hour wear. It works really well on my dry skin, and it mixes really beautifully with the Gleam by Melanie Mills. I'm going to work to get that all over, and as you can see, there's a nice radiance. And I'm using my hands, of course. This is just my favorite way to do things. People say it looks rough. I think it's just efficient. Anyways, this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in 4.0. This is a concealer more so to just give my skin a little extra attention where it needs it, and not really to highlight or anything. This is just strictly to conceal and blend in. So this is my concealer that I use to highlight. This is the Studio Finish in NW25. It's got a warm undertone, so that's going to neutralize the cool color underneath my eyes where it's a little bit kind of blue-purple. And it's a lot lighter, so I can use it as a nice highlight. I pull it out to my temples and close to my nose, because this is really going to help me when I go in and contour after. This is the Pro Sculpting Duo in Golden, and I'm going in with my Smith Cosmetics 112 brush, and I'm just kind of decorating my cheeks right now and the highest points of my face. So above the top lip, down the center of the nose, and I'm putting on a ton. With the Profusion Bronze and my Sigma E50 brush, I'm just going to contour my nose, pulling it right down to the tip and building it up right underneath my brows, because I really want that bronzy look. Next, with my MAC 134 brush, I'm going to use the base of the brush to push into my hollows of my cheeks, and the fluffier tips of the brush just to help to move the bronzer around so I look really bronzed, but I'm also contouring at the same time. I'm also going to go around my forehead in a circular motion. So for my eyebrows, I know these aren't for everybody, but I really like super huge dramatic brows, so I like to start by taking this gel cream and drawing a line along the bottom. Then on the top, pulling out the tail and filling it in. This is just kind of my go-to thing. I like opening up the space of my eyes because I like to decorate it with eyeshadow, and yeah, I know they look a little spocky right now, but when I look straight on, they look a little less like that. I'm going to take the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara and hold my hairs in place. It adds a little bit of color too, so it makes them look thicker. With my Anastasia Concealer again and a flat shader brush, I think this is the 252 or 242 from MAC, I'm going to carve out the shape and clean it up a little bit. And this is kind of the same color as my skin because I don't really want it to be like super highlighted around my brows. With the Warm Neutral palette by Sigma, I'm going to go into the color Cinnamon, which for some reason goes a little bit taupey on me, which works perfect for this. If you're lighter, it might go a little bit warmer. If you're darker than me, then it'll go a little bit cooler. So I'm just hooking this and cutting out my crease, leaving my eyelid bare. I just want to add a little bit of definition and pull that color out. With the color Russet, I'm going to go underneath on my lash line, leaving a little space at the inner corners of my eyes, but really working on kind of making this like a liner. So I'm going to pull it out kind of far, and I do one swipe just to get my shape in. Then I go back and kind of blend it out so it doesn't look choppy and like skipping steps. You don't want to pull that inner part in too far. Same thing on the other side, leaving a little gap at the inner corners of my eyes, which will make them look a little bit more open, and then pulling out the color, which will also make my eyes look a little bit more open, or a lot of it. That's the goal here. Next, I'm going back in with the color Cinnamon, and I'm just going half on the dark color Russet and half on my skin, just to blur out the lines so it's nice and smooth. With the color Warm Sand, I'm going to bold out that purple color by just putting a few lines in to deepen it in certain areas. With the color Balance, I'm going to highlight those spaces we left in the inner corners of my eyes. It's just basically like a lighter color of my skin because I didn't want it too white. With the Midsummer Loose Powder Shimmer, I'm going to go again with my Sigma E35 brush and dust it all over the lid, and I'll take my go-to mascara, the In Extreme Dimension 3D Black, to really pack a lot on there. And I'm wiggling it so it separates my lashes, but it leaves a lot of mascara on, top and bottom. Next, I'm going to go in with the color Balanced again and just go in the center of my eyes with my finger, just so the color really pops and it'll come to life with that loose shimmer underneath. Yeah, highlighted. Next, I'm going to go in with 2 pairs of Lash Bunny Boutique lashes, and this has got to be the ugliest face I've ever made while putting my lashes on. Usually I try and remember I'm filming, but today I just didn't give a fluff today. Anyways, I'm pushing it down as far as I can. Yeah, and I'm doing it on this side too, great. So just excuse my face. Ooh, so bad. Anyways, trying to push it down as close as I can to my lash line, removing any excess glue that I poked myself with, and yeah, trying to be a smexy beast right now. Next, with the Makeup Forever #1 matte lipstick, I'm gonna just quickly put on a nice little layer to even out the color of my lips. It's kind of like a warm nude pinky shade, but pretty neutral. And with Gilded lip gloss by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is like literally gold, I'm going to give my lips a bit of juiciness. Anyways, that's the whole and complete look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow. And if you like videos like this, let me know in the comments below. I had fun making this. It was nice and relaxed. Stay pretty, love yourself, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Bye.